Hello, sir. Bringing back a rental today?
Yes, sir, here you are. What is my total today?
Your total today, sir, is $98.
How the heck does that cost me $98?
Well, sir, as we go back to your agreement, it is $54 a day. Plus, you traveled from Pittsburgh and dropped it off here in Cleveland, which was an extra $44. Would you like me to break that down for you?
That would be excellent.
All right, let's get started. If we refer back to the problem, we're going to look for the cost of 1 day to rent a mid-sized vehicle. As we go back, we notice the cost is $54 a day, or a fraction of the day. So with that, that is going to be our cost value since it's charged per day. So how we'll start it off is C of x equals 54x. And that basically means if we rent the car any more than 1 day, that's where we would plug it in. The next part is there's a $44 drop-off charge since he drove the car from Pittsburgh to Cleveland. So with that, there's an additional $44 applied to it. To then find 1 day, we're going to do C of 1 equals 54 times 1 plus 44. When we add 54 times 1, that just leaves us with 54 plus 44. And you add them together, and that totals you with $98 to rent the car for 1 day. In the next part of the problem, asks us to graph y equals c of x. So we're going to take our new formula, c of x equals 54x plus 44, and plug it into our calculator. We're going to click y equals, and then we would enter it into our y1. You can see I already entered 54x plus 44. Then we're graph. You'll notice the graph is going straight up, which shows that it is a linear function, because when the x value changes, the y value will also be changed by it. When we look back at the problem, the next question it asks us is, what is the independent variable? For this, it's going to be the x, and that's how many days the car was rented. So we look back to the formula, it's 54x plus 44. The only thing that will be changed in the problem to give us a different y is when we plug into the x. And whenever there's going to be an x value given, the y will be constantly increasing of a change from whatever the x value is plugged in. Then when we look for the dependent variable, we're looking and seeing that noticing the x is always changing. So for the dependent variable, it's going to be cost. When we say this, because the dependent variable with cost relies on the days, so we won't know the total cost unless we know the total amount of days that the car is rented for. So sir, then our total is going to be $98. Does that all make sense now?
Here you are, sir.